out by him. Did you not
What'd you miss?
that he was a good player? And that's the question I would have for them now. You know, as you said, he's a go-to guy. How is he not covered? No, I should say, covered well.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. There he goes left side. Inside the 20, DeAndre Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift. 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about them?
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Purdy now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 85 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point try now for Moody. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he'll get this up across the 30-yard line. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 104 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. On the option to give to Swift here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Niners 40.
Hurts. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 7.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dayz Swift with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 7 yards away. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
3rd down and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The kick by Elliott is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. Back to the running game with Swift. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
73. Hey, easy, 63, back.
They will run it with Swift here. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're
try
going
that
for
again,
right
little
now.
boy.
That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6. Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. Purdy now to throw off the play action. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Shaquille Leonard on the tackle. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the two, they don't get it. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into...
Touchdown, 49ers! Juwan Jennings, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On first down, Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Now a 2nd and 10.
63, 63, 63.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. Now he's loose again. DeAndre Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. They'll try to run with Swift. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Purdy. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together.
There he goes, left side. There he goes again. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Man, 220 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They go play action with Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. On the option to give to Swift here. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Oh, they'll run the option right. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Returnable here from the 38. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Play action. Here's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goddard, 48 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this third quarter. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Purdy off the play fake. Rolling to his right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Here's Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and he'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Purdy.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Purdy will throw for it.
And that is caught for the 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Purdy's throw caught by Gray.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
They go play action here. Purdy.
This one caught by Kittle. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field.
Taking it right down Broadway. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
2nd down, goal to go. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. He's got it.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on 4th down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do them much good. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Touchdown! Dayz Swift taking it in. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. And they'll go with a ground attack here.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. To throw is Purdy. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted.